Mrs. Jones, I just wanted to let you know that if you don't sign up today, tomorrow, I just found out from my manager, the prices are going up. However, if I can get you under contract today, I can guarantee you the prices we talked about. Please don't be this guy in sales. Please don't. And I'm not drawing an example from 10, 30 years ago. I'm drawing an example from this month that I personally experienced. And I'm going to share that story with you in just a minute. What's going on, you guys? I'm Jeff Burlingame, professional mentor and sales specialist for Two Brain Business. And you're watching this on the Two Brain Business YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe, smash the like on this video, and ring that notification bell so you can see when we drop more content, because this content is designed to help you improve as an entrepreneur and move yourself closer to personal wealth. So let's get to this story. I experienced this while shopping around. Yes, we do that too. Us in sales, we shop around. So we can't be mad at people for shopping around because we all do it. But I was shopping around for a new roof. So I just moved. We got some roof problems. I'll spare you the details. But regardless, I need a new roof. So I contacted 5 local companies in order to acquire as many quotes as I could and decide on the best quote via price and quality that I could find. I looked at ratings. I shopped around on the internet. Finally ended up booking with 5 of them. Guess what? 2 of them completely ignored me. So number 1, I guess, don't be a business that doesn't respond to leads. Contact your leads as fast as possible. You have no business ignoring people. If you can't handle the service, tell them you can't handle the service. That's your response. Turn down the business at the very least. Treat them like a human being and respond to them, please. That's just a requirement. I thought that was a no-brainer. The more and more stuff I do with this house, the more I realize, apparently, it's not a no-brainer. So number 1, talk to people, never ignore them entirely. But number 2, from those other 3 quotes I got a price from all of them. Prices were variable. Somewhere I have a pretty big roof to deal with. So it's let's say $13,000 to $17,000. Now here's the crazy part. The $17,000 quote was done really quickly. Guy was respectful, came out, scoped out the roof, came back with a quote within, I believe, 2 hours. Pretty rapid. Okay, awesome. So then, upon receiving the quote, he calls my wife. When he calls my wife, he gives her this line. Hey, just so you know, that quote I just sent you over for the $17,000, that is only actually good for today. Turns out shingle prices are gonna be increasing tomorrow. Fancy that. Within 24 hours of us getting a quote. Is that a coincidence? How strange. So anyways, that's suspicious. From there, he asked my wife if she would be on contract, as in sign the deal today. If she did, he could guarantee her those prices. Okay, so now we have this urgency out of nowhere. So from there, my wife hangs up. She comes to discuss this with me. That's right, he got the spouse objection. So she comes to discuss this with me. I immediately sniff out this nonsense. And I'm like, this guy's lying. He's full of it. There's no way. I don't believe in coincidences like that. There's no way that shingle prices are actually going up tomorrow. No way. Not a chance in heck. So we agree on it. She says, okay. She's a little leery about it. But she goes back to the guy and she says, I'm not signing a deal today. It's just not going to happen. And what do you think this guy said? That's right. He said, no problem. If you can sign by Monday, I'll give you the same deal. Huh. All of a sudden, shingle prices don't go up tomorrow? You guys are going to operate at a loss? I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. So what I'm getting at here is you do not need to lie to your customers. In fact, let me rephrase that. Do not lie to your customers. Do not. There's no place, no room in sales for lying. Here's the problem. Sales is a trust-based, relationships-based industry. If you sell things, people need to trust you. Why would I buy from you if I don't trust you? And if you lie to me, and it's very obviously a lie, I don't trust you. Therefore, I'm not gonna buy from you. And you guys can bet that this guy is not getting my business. We immediately lost his number and will not be contacting that company again. Now, will I go dragging his name through the mud? No, I don't believe in that. But I sure hope that guy gets some sales training. Let's talk about this. So what happened? He lied to me. Quote may have been legit. Product may have been great. Maybe their service is top notch. But what he relied on to help him make the sale was false urgency over emotion and customer service. We sell on emotion. Now we're selling a roof. How could we draw any emotion from that? How could we create a desire for a roof? Well, a roof is a part of the shelter in which I live. 4 walls and a roof, that's what you need. That's how you are protected from the environment. It's also a home. It's a place that I make my living, that my family lives, that I raise my kids in, that my wife and I can enjoy our evenings together in. And part of us enjoying our time here is feeling safe, feeling sheltered, feeling protected from those elements. Now, right now, our roof is not in any kind of shape to protect us from those elements. So he could have found a few other ways, maybe, to draw our interest into not only trusting him, but trusting the company, but trusting the product, and desiring it to a point where when he throws out his quote, we say yes, or we ask what our other options are. Instead, he chose to give us one number, one quote, 17,000, here you go, via email, not in person, and then throw on just a nice little Salt Bay sugar coating of false urgency. The shingle prices didn't go up. Building materials are at an all-time high anyways. They can't really go any higher. They can only really go down from here. So they're not going up. So that was a lie, okay? But his intention there was to create an urgency within us. Oh, we better jump on this deal or we're gonna miss out. It's gonna be 25,000 instead of 17. Wouldn't that be terrible? This is not the right way to sell, you guys. I want you to picture a different scenario, a different way that this could have gone down. In fact, a different way that it did go down. So the quote we ended up taking was not the lowest price, but it was a guy that came out, walked us through everything, took pictures of everything, none of the other guys did, showed us everything on top of our roof, walked through why it might be a problem, how soon it might get serious, things like that. Showed us shingle colors, talked about all the different ways they could install this thing, talked about his team, talked to us for a little while, got to know us a little bit, and was ultimately just a really nice guy to talk to. And then he took his time with the quote. So it's not like I got a very fast quote from him. It took about 4 or 5 days. But when he got back with the quote, I had just gotten done dealing with this other guy. And I was like, no way are we giving him our business. Let's talk to this guy. Because I remembered my experience. I remembered the development of a relationship there, the connection. And I appreciated him sharing his knowledge and kind of talking to us in terms of what we care about, our protection from the elements. I get it. It's a roof. We don't all look forward to buying one. But right now, you're probably watching this video because you're selling fitness, results. You're selling ultimately results and a way for someone to change their life for the better. I promise you that's easier to develop some sort of emotional urgency with than selling a roof. So we got the easy job. I want you to think about how you do this in your own business. I want you to focus on developing that relationship, making this more about them than about you. You're not the center of the universe, they are. Getting to know them, establishing that connection, that rapport, that relationship with them, building that trust. Because when you have that trust, then we can have good, powerful, emotional conversations, which will lead to creating desire internally within your prospect. They will sell themselves because they like you, because they want to work with you, because you shared testimonials so they know what you're doing works and they like you. And you have 5 stars on Google. Like all these things are just piling up and leading them to want to work with you right now. You don't have to run deals and discounts and limited time opportunities. That's scarcity mindset. You don't have to do that. Just focus on them and how you can help them. That's what really matters. Connect, don't lie. That's a huge lesson for any salesperson. And like I said, I hope this guy seeks out some sales training of some sort because he's doing it wrong. And I don't want you guys to do it wrong. So let's take some action today. If you're currently doing something like this, or you're trying to find ways to create urgency, you can't create it. You can't just make it up on the spot because you would have to practice persuasive selling. You would have to trick people. You would have to create false urgencies. It's not a good way to sell. So let's avoid that together. All right, you guys, hopefully this video was helpful for you. If it was, be sure to subscribe Smash the like on this video, ring that notification bell so you can see when we drop more content. Again, I'm Jeff with Two Brain Business, and we'll see you on the next video.